Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I've been MIA for so long, but I've been having some technical difficulties and a cold, a really terrible cough, and I'm feeling much better today, and I got some inspiration for a nice reddish burgundy-ish eyeshadow look, which I wanted to share with all of you, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to do today, or the first thing I'm going to do today, is prime my eyelids with some Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And I'm not going to use any primer today, but being summer, if you're going to wear this look out, it would be very advisable that you put some form of primer on to help your makeup to last longer and all throughout the day with minimal touch-ups. I live in Jamaica, so the touch-up thing, it's a definite. No matter how much primer, no matter how much powder, I'm gonna have to touch up because it's just hot. Alright, so I usually do my foundation first. So, you know, for me, it just gives me perspective in terms of what the eyeshadow is gonna look like. It just, I don't know, for me, I need that clean canvas to start out with. So that's what I'm gonna do first today. And I'm gonna just spray my face with some MAC Fix Plus to add a little moisture. Refreshing. And some Matchmaster Foundation today. Oops. This is a shade 5. I don't know if this is the right shade for me, but that's okay. I'm gonna use my Studio Fix powder afterwards, and it should be fine at that point. So I'm gonna just use a stippling brush to apply that. And I'm not going to carry it up to my under eye area because I like to leave that bare. I don't like to really layer a lot of things right there because it gets creasy and I just don't like it. So I prefer to just work around, and then I go back to that area with my concealer and it just brightens up that area nicely. So now that foundation is done, I'm going to go in with my MAC Prolongwear concealer, which is my favorite and the only concealer that I use really, in shade NW30, just to brighten up the under eye area and add some dimension to the face. So I'm going to just blend that out with my fingers. And I carry it all the way down to this area, the T-zone, because I like it to look really blended and not like just circles under my eyes. So just go ahead and blend that out. And if you want, you can run some down the nose, right here, on the Cupid's bow, on the chin right here, anywhere where the sun naturally hits your face, or light naturally hits your face, you can highlight that area. So now I'm going to just set everything with powder, and for the under eye area I'm going to use a loose powder. This is by Maybelline, and I'm going to use some Studio Fix by MAC for the rest of my face with a nice big kabuki brush, just to set everything. I have oily skin, so setting makeup is a definite must for me. The only one that I can probably go ahead and wear without actually setting like my entire face is the Prolongwear. You know, that's my favorite foundation ever. And it really does wear well. It lasts all day. I wear it on jobs that have lasted for like 10 hours, and I've had it on for about 10 to 11 hours, and it lasts all day. No moving, no separating, no streakiness, no nothing, and all I have to do is just basically set the inner frame of my face. The outer doesn't need any setting at all, this section especially. So that's just one of the pluses of MAC Prolongwear. Alright, so I'm just going to set underneath the eye now with a brighter, lighter, loose powder, just to make sure that it doesn't move. And I'm just going to leave it there just to catch any fallen eyeshadow that I'm going to apply, because this look is going to be quite bright. So you can also go ahead and put it wherever you put any lighter colored foundation, concealer for dimension. So just go ahead and buff that out. And I'm going to leave under the eye to catch the fallen eyeshadow. So now the next thing is I'm going to do is fill in my eyebrows, just using any old mascara wand. And an angled brush, just turned over everything. And some brown eyeshadow. What I'm going to use today is the usual from my palette. This is the new, I think it's a 28 color neutral palette. Yes, minus this color. This is Max Red Brick that I on depotted. Yeah, not on, depotted. So anyway, I'm just going to use a little bit of this brown hair to fill in my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now eyebrows are done, so onto the eyes. I'm going to be using this Maybelline Color Tattoo in Pomegranate Punk. That's number 30, Pomegranate Punk. Just looks like this. So I'm going to just use that as a base so that the eyeshadow will pop even more on top of the eyeshadow primer portion that I put there before. So I'm going to just put this all over my lid, and this one is not as pigmented as some of the other ones, so you really have to pack it on for it to show. But it is buildable, so keep building. And I'm just going to put it right up to the crease. Not going too far up with it, because I want it to be like a nice gradient effect where it goes from darkest to lightest on my eye. Pretty, right? So I'm just going to do the next eye and be right back. Alright, so now I'm zoomed in so you can see what's happening with the eyes. I'm going to be using this palette, and I can't remember the exact name right now, but I'll be sure to list it down below. So just check that out for all the info on the products that I'm using today for this look. So the color that I'm going to be using today is this cranberry looking one. So I'm going to just take a flat brush, and I'm going to really pack that on the lid because I want it to be really bright. I'm using a MAC 239 brush, but any flat brush will work. This is a goat haired brush. Probably not the best brush to get like maximum color, but that's what I'm using. Oh, look at that! Isn't it gorgeous? Love it. So I'm just going to pack that all over the lid, and I'm going to carry it up to the crease, and I'm going to carry it right up to the inner corner, but not in the actual inner corner, just to form like a nice rounded shape. This is what flatters my eye the most, and this is how I keep the look clean. I'm going to put some more. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And I'm just patting it on. I'm not rubbing, I'm not, doing any this. I'm just placing the color for now, because I want it to be bright and I want it to pop. This is the best way. Alright, so at this point I'm just making sure that everything is balanced and even before I blend out. I'm also going to put this same color underneath the lower lash line. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is just take a 217 blending brush, which is a goat haired blending brush, and just blend out any harsh lines from the cranberry color that we put down on both eyes. And then what I'm going to do is take some of this orangey tangerine color and I'm going to put that in the crease. Some of it will go on top of the cranberry, but not in the, keeping it below the brow bone, just the same. And then I'm going to go in with this bad boy with some of the lightest beige eyeshadow from the same palette. And I'm going to use this as my under eyebrow highlight. And I'm also going to use it to highlight the inner corner as well, to make sure that this whole thing is clean. I'm going to use a clean brush and blend that all. That is to blend the white that I just want. I'm just going to blend that in. So I just went back and added a little bit of Blanc Type under the brow bone because I wanted it a little bit more matte. So this is what we're working with, and I'm just going to add some mascara now. And I'm going to line the waterline with some black eyeliner, and I'm going to tight line. This is my new favorite thing to do. So instead of putting top eyeliner, I just line in here. Love it. So I'm just going to smudge out the bottom liner with a pencil brush like this. And do you see how much this look has come together now that we've added the eyeliner? So I'm just going to add some mascara, and I'm going to use the Rocket and Great Lash. And I always use these two together for a super dramatic look. So this is the finished look. I used my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Center of the Universe, so gorgeous, for my blush. And this was released in the Heavenly Creatures collection that was last year, around this time. So I don't know if in the Tropical Taboo is what I think it's called, the collection that they have released now. I don't know if they'll have a color similar to this, but that's what I used for my cheeks. And I used NYX Round Lipstick in Pure Nude for my lip, and Turkish Delight on top by NARS. So there was a little surprise I had for you, and this was Makeup Forever's pigment in, I don't know, this is just a little sample pot that I have, but isn't that gorgeous? So what I'm going to do with this is just place it on top of the eyelid, right in the center where the light is gonna hit, and that's it. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and that just brings a certain light and dimension to the look now. Just right in the center. Well, bam! Alright, so I hope you had a good time with me. watching me create this look, and I hope you'll try it, and I hope that you'll have an amazing summer. See you soon. Bye.